Hello, Lacey here again. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make wax melts with cookie cutters. I had already tried to start this and then I decided to start and make a video of it. So here I'm just putting down some glitter on a cookie sheet. I'm going to be doing a couple of different sizes with some chunky glitters and a little bit smaller in a couple of different colors. Um, I do like to use the chunkier glitter when I do this, but I have to put them on the bottom of the pan because when you use the cookie cutters, if it catches a piece of that chunkier glitter, it can push that glitter all the way through, and then you're going to lose your real sharp, clean edges with your cookie cutter. So I am kind of glitter happy. I do like to use a lot of it. I'll spread it over the pan, kind of bump the pan around, and then I'm going to be using cookie cutters, like I said, to create the wax melts today. So here you see I'm using the pan, going to kind of bump everything down. And y'all, I'm not wearing gloves, but trust me, my hands are very clean. I washed them very well and used hand sanitizer before I started. So here I'm going to go ahead and start pouring my wax in. This is fragranced in the pink candy bows. I did go ahead and stop for a minute to make sure everything was level because I live in a house that was built in 1902. It is a pier and beam house. It doesn't have like a cement foundation. So finding a level spot sometimes can be challenging. So I always try to make sure that I have level before I pour a pan like this. It's real important that the wax melts are the same width all the way through so that their weight matches each other as close as possible. So there I was going ahead and checking it again. I got that all poured, and now here we are. We're going to go ahead and get the top decorated. So here I have some of the pink candy bows wax. I added a little bit of some pink dye, which I used the wax chips, and then I did add some of that really pretty pink. It's got a blue tone to it too, like an iridescent blue. Um, so I got some of that and I placed that on there in little drops, and then just taking my heat gun and keeping it on low. I just want to go in and make sure that I keep it moving fast and don't let it get real close to the pan. And just kind of go in and heat those little dots up till where they start moving. All right, so go ahead and get this done. I'm going to just be repeating the same thing from here on out until I get all my colors on. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the talking and let y'all listen to a little bit of music. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I've already tried one of the bow cookie shapes here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a few more and then show you how I put in the detail on these little bows. This one does not have a stamp with it, so I simply just use one of my little ball tools. These are, lots of people use them for nail art. Some people use them for sculpting, which is what I typically use them for. However, they come in real handy because they have that smooth surface and they're not cutting directly into the wax. They're just making an indentation. So I attempted to show you there, but it's going a little fast, but I'll show you at the end. I'm going to go ahead and just get these finished cut out here. And then I'll show you here at the end, once I get all these bows cut out, how we do the cookie cutter shapes. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through getting all of this detail done. Now, these will be available in September on the 13th when we have our reopening. They are going to be a part of a combo pack. They'll accompany a sugar skull that I also do with a cookie cutter, but it is a stamp. I don't do the hand details like I do here. It is a stamp. It's very much similar to the thank you, and you'll see how those are cut out in just a minute. It's just a shape on the outside, and then I do a stamp on the top to imprint the shapes and the writing into it. Now, the fragrance of this, there's the little stamp I was telling you about. The fragrance of this is one of our featured fragrances for September. It is called Pink Candy Bows, and it is a combination of, oh my goodness, my mind just went completely blank. Oh, bubble gum. I've just now remembered. The Bazooka Joe bubble gum and pink sugar type. It smells amazing. And the bubble gum in this is not real super strong bubble gum, but it does give that pink sugar just a real unique sweetness it's a really pretty, very, very nice combination. So there you can see the glitter on the back. And then somewhat showed you there is a little bit fast, and I'm sorry for that. But when I paint these here in a minute, then you will see that it shows up better. So that's what I'm doing here. I went ahead, I have in that little cup there, I have some of my mica that I want to use mixed in with my wetting agent. And then I have a couple of different ways that I like to paint. It just depends on what particular cookie shape I'm painting, sorry. Okay, so with this method, I simply just put some of the mica and the wetting agent into my little pipette there and then just go and fill them all in. And as you can see, it just kind of goes really quickly, almost like it follows, kind of pushing along and just filling in automatically. And if go a little bit over, I can suck that out. Is using these pipettes is great. Now, another method I do is with a paintbrush. And this is more for detailed work. Here, I tried to start that one, but I wasn't getting the coverage that I like, so I did switch back over to the little pipette and just see how you can, with it sped up a little bit, it goes quite fast, but you can see how it fills everything in. And then here on the bows, I go back over my initial drawing pattern just to kind of get it a little bit more defined in there. Take my mica, and this I do use a brush for. I tried to anyway. I started to, but I still wasn't getting that defined color that I really like. And you'll see here in a minute, I finally just got mad at it and picked up another pipette and went ahead and just flooded the crevices in the bows. It looks so much better. At the end, you'll see these on my 360 turntable, so y'all will get a good look at both sides of the product, as well as how thick they are. And they actually weigh about 1.5 ounces each, roughly. So that along with I have to see with the sugar scrub. I think it's going to be about a total of 5 ounces, I believe, with the two together, but I'd have to check for sure. Check in the group. If you're on my group, or in my group on Facebook, you'll have all of the, I'll be following up with these once I post the video. I'll also post pictures of the bows and the sugar skulls together, so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about before you actually watch this video. I'd love to have you in my group. If you are watching this on YouTube and you are interested in purchasing any of the products that you see here, my website is woodenwickscandlecompany.com, and I have a business page on Facebook, which is Wooden Wicks Candle Company, or at Wooden Wicks CC is the shortcut. And then we also have a group with about 700 members of just people that love fragrance, that love anything that has to do with fragrance, primarily wax, but I'm starting to branch out and add more body products and room fresheners and things like that. So here you see I did kind of give up and just decided to go ahead and flood those and see how that went. And it actually worked beautifully. And I did go back and do the others after I've stopped the video because I did like the way that turned out so much better. So here in just a moment, you'll see the end product that I make. Like I said, it'll be on the 360 turntable. Now, I do want to let y'all know that my wax products, there they are in all their glory. All of my wax is paraffin. I do use different additives. Like for my cookie cutters, I do add a little vybar, simply because it does help whenever I'm pressing the cookie cutters, as well as when I'm doing the detail on top, because it stabilizes the wax a little bit more. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today and welcome me into your life for a few minutes. If you like this video, please like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this with your friends that you think would be interested. There's a picture for you. Until next time, guys, thank you so much. Toodaloo!